Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. And in this episode, we're gonna get hit with a Secunda, compared to the last episode, where we also got hit with a Secunda from these things. Alright. As I said, I asked it in the last episode, I'm gonna ask it in this episode too. Do you want me to cover all of the optional bosses in this game? Or do you just want me to knock out the story and say goodbye to this LP? I promise, if I do end up doing those bosses, I'm going to get them done a lot faster than the story, because now that I've got Vegas going, it'll be easy to, you know, do, because I won't have to bother with having to redo episodes. Now these three are pretty annoying, because, you know, they're really strong, and they're not totally obvious as to what their weaknesses are. Obviously, you know, you're gonna think the red guy's weak to Bufudyne, right? Sure, let's knock him with the Bufudyne. Whoops. And then they can do that. I honestly thought I was going to die here. Thankfully I got that right, or else I probably wouldn't have made it. Let's get a revival jam going on Argilla. Oh, bye, Gale. Oh, bye, Surf. And let's just keep chucking those revival gems. That was probably the ballsiest move I made in the entire LP. But it ended up paying off. Yeah, Argilla is kind of a drain until we can get rid of this guy. Now, there's a fight earlier in this area that I missed, which is just the red guy and the blue guy. And you can get, I think, an organic cell and some random item from it. It's not like a random item, but an item that I do not remember the name of. It wasn't anything really worth it. I felt like such a cheeky bastard doing that. And of course, don't get used to Gale having those Dia spells come the next episode, because I'm relatively sure I did not put him through the protection mantra when I tried redoing this episode. Because I'm not using that footage, because my whole plan for it was to circumvent desyncing, which just sort of, well, the frame skipped, it didn't desync. My idea was to just record the preview recording with Camtasia and see if that worked. And it worked perfectly, no skips or anything. But it was ugly as sin. Like, that was maybe 240p. kind of like how they handled climbing ladders in this game. Instead of making you climb all the way up by yourself. Sort of like in Dark Cloud, where you just climb up the ladder. Or really any game where you climb up the ladder. Any ladder. And sometimes it can just take forever if they want to make climbing the ladder a big, slow ordeal. It's like, here, he's climbing up the ladder. You're at the top. I think my favorite ladder in all of gaming, as much as it should be everyone's favorite, is the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3. Say no more. Now, a running joke in the Megami Tensei series is Pixies with Megiddo Leone. And, you know, the first time I saw that it was getting ready to use Megiddo Leone, I almost cried. And then... you know, it doesn't have enough MP for it, which made me giggle. It's scary, but, you know, not really. I wish more RPGs would be sort of, like, jokey like that. Now, I think that Pixie, should you leave it alone, will start summoning stronger and stronger demons. Which, if you consume them, give a metric ass load of AP. And Maka, for that matter. But I was not focused on grinding here, I was focused on getting through. Because you know that's the point of an LP, is to get through. Actually, no, the point of an LP is to show everything off. I don't really know what I'm trying to say anymore. But you know, with this dungeon, I wasn't just trying to sit around and take forever with it. The only other sewer level in an RPG I can really remember is Final Fantasy VIII. That wasn't fun either. It wasn't really fun in Pokemon. I think it's an archetype that, should it die, I would notice its absence, but I wouldn't miss it. At least not with random encounters. Give me the option to avoid random encounters in a sewer level, and it's better. I did enjoy raiding as well. I didn't enjoy it, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Then again, I feel like random encounters in general are falling by the wayside unless you do them right, like Bravely Default, which gives you the option to... You can turn off the random encounters, you can turn up the random encounters if you want to grind. You can do anything with the random encounters, really. Bravely Default, I feel like all RPGs need to take a note from, as far as that convention goes. Also, speeding up the battles, hallelujah. Then, in the DS Dragon Quest remakes, you could always tell when you were about to get into a random battle. Strange Journey also did it pretty well, too. But just totally random like this? Nah. That's an RPG convention that needs to fall by the wayside. Anyway. Sure hope no frames skip during this cutscene.
This must be it. Lupa. Wait. He's not the same anymore.
Janana. It's just like Janana. Sarah, can't you help him?
I don't think I can. It's too late. I can't do anything now.
Should you be unprepared, this is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Welcome to Asura Cerberus. And it's 3 heads. Which means 3 attacks. Now, clearly hitting him with fire isn't going to be a good idea. You're going to want to take out the right head first. Because it can, buff Cerberus up. And you don't want Cerberus to be buffed up. Now, each of the heads has different resistances and immunities, but no weaknesses. Bufudyne's good, but yeah, it's the best. But, of course he's going to have the Ice Repel shield. And really, I think the right head is the hardest one to take out, which is why I prefer to go for it first. Because, yes, the other head has healing, but Diorama's not really enough to be worried about. I didn't get a fire drain shield up. If you don't get a fire drain shield up, you're going to have a bad time. Fortunately, it didn't happen here, but your first order of business should always be getting a fire drain shield up, or just a fire drain up, because you don't want to take a chance of one of your spells or physical attacks missing. Especially not with Pyro Plegathon here, which hurts horrendously, and I think is one, well, I don't know about the strongest fire act in the game, or spell in the game. Fortunately, as long as you have the Fire Drain shield up, I don't want to say he's still easy, because he has a lot of spells and tricks up his sleeve. Especially one that caught me unaware that when I tried recording this the second time that got me a game over. If you don't have Bufudyne, I recommend not fighting this boss until you get Bufudyne. Even going at it with Bufula isn't quite enough, even with 99 magic. Fortunately, the healing head is what appears to be just a very, very low resistance to magic. I don't think Xandyne does a ton against it, or at least not as much as Pterodyne will. Now, I don't know if he can do it from the start, but Cerberus, when he's down to his center, at least I know for sure, has a nasty attack called Gate of Hell, which does an obscene amount of damage and has the chance, I think it's just a chance, a very high chance at least, to stone your party members. All 3 of my party members got stoned during my second recording of this, and it was an instant game over. So please be careful. Don't take any chances. Don't try any fun new experimental skills or anything. Kill this guy as fast as you can. And have Fire Drain. Fire Shield probably isn't going to be enough with Psycho Rage. Have Fire Drain. Do not bother with Fire Repel. It has to be Drain. Get some Dyne class spells and just go nuts with the corresponding amps. Boosts too if you want to, but the amp should be fine. I don't think we see Gate of Hell in this fight, which I'm very thankful for. Just be aware that Gate to Hell exists, but don't bother with a Death Shield because you because it's not common enough to warrant the death shield. Okay, it only appears to really go off during, like, transitions. But at least it keeps the sound. For that, I am thankful.
You can't fight the hunger forever. Once it takes over, nobody can help you anymore. That's why God said, this cycle of sadness must not continue. But
Please, devour me.
Lupa, what shall I tell your child?
Tell him to become a man of honor. He'll be carrying an olive leaf.
Your honor does not die with you. I will find your son. Angel or demon, you will surely regret giving me this cursed power!
And now we have a party fully awakened to emotions. And that's my favorite one. Jeez, cowards amongst the brutes, huh? Then again, now that we've killed Lupa, as much as we didn't like to do it, Lupa was a pretty cool guy, we have got every tribe besides the brutes under our command. Even with all the wolves. With us, you know, that's pretty impressive. Even though the solids don't really like us very much, so I imagine they probably are out doing their own thing. But we could wipe them out pretty quickly. After all, without that fat bastard controlling them, they've really got nowhere else to go. You can really feel the finality here. This is the second to last dungeon coming up. And with it comes one of the most dangerous bosses in the game. At least during the main story. What the hell are you talking about, buddy? No one else to talk to, so let's head up these stone-hewn stairs.
Hello. Today we all came here to the beach.
Oh, come on, that was boring. Spice it up a little. Like this. Hey there, this is Sarah. The ocean makes me feel feel so free. Like that, you know?
Stop messing around, you guys.
Idiot, you're blocking me. Get your damn mop head out of the way. Oh, you want a piece of me? Come on. Oh, dumb bastard. Let's go, come on, guy. Come on.
Stop acting like children.
Guys, we're still recording. Hey, come join the rest of us. Hello. Today we all... Hello. Today we all came here to the beach. Hello.
Boy, what do you think that was all about, huh? Well, I guess we won't worry about it for now. So let's save up and save it for the next episode. I'll see you guys then.